Yes, good evening. Thanks very much to the Wheeler Centre and the participants tonight for a great discussion. There's a quote that I've heard that the opposite of diversity nowadays is university. And there's probably a view that academia is generally a bit left-wing, or more than a bit left-wing. A couple of questions directly to Ray and to Robert. I believe the Melbourne Law School, 130 of the academics from Melbourne Law School recently subscribed to an open letter criticising the treatment of a former student of the law school in relation to the setting up of a slush fund for a boyfriend that the boyfriend then used to rip off $500,000. The academics seem to see no wrong in that at all. Perhaps you could comment on that. And Robert, I attended a La Trobe University session last year about refugee policy. David Marr, David Mann and David Collett were speaking, so it wasn't a kaleidoscope of views. And I approached you later to thank you for organising it and asked and suggested that it might have been nice if there had been an alternate view. I don't know if you would care to repeat what you told me in response to that?
I can't remember.
You told me if I wanted an alternative view, I could go somewhere else, and you used a term that I won't repeat. But look, all I expect from institutions, and I actually pointed to the sign and said, this is La Trobe University, why not a robust exchange of views and alternative views? So could I get a comment from Ray and Rob?
Well, I can't comment on the law school because I don't know about it, and I've been in the law school only for a year or so, and anyway, also in the arts faculty, and so I can't comment on that. But I do know that it's an intellectually incredibly vigorous department. But I think what you're getting at is that the charge that university-educated people very often constitute what's called the chattering classes, which is not a flattering expression. I mean, there's some truth in that, and I think, but the truth is distorted in the poisonous inanities of the culture wars, and so it's not something I want to take on here. But I've always been suspicious of the idea that in order to think clearly, you need to go to a university or higher education institute, and that indeed it's true. You go to a party, and there are embarrassingly similar opinions constantly being expressed. I think that's true.
Can I say something? I just wanted to say about the question of diversity. And there are some students, I think, in this room, and many of my students who couldn't make it. It has been important to me for 40 years that never will a student feel that they can't express their honest opinion about anything, and I hope I've made that clear. On the question of refugee policy and the ideas in society, in a country which 70% of the press is owned by Rupert Murdoch, when both political parties have come to a similar view about asylum seekers, I think it to be no bad thing that alternative positions are put in small forums of the kind that I can organise.